Hello everybody and welcome to Blickling Farm. So you probably recognise this farm from my Farming Simulator 15 time-lapse series. So they've gone out there and now they've gone and released it on FS17. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to giving it another go on the updated game. I have gone ahead before I started recording and bought some extra equipment and machinery, a few tractors, some trailers, cultivator, plough, JCB Fent, a Tatra I think it's called. Yeah, a Tatra Phoenix, but this is the one that works like the ITC runner. Then you've got the Agroliner and the massive Ferguson. So what we'll do is we'll just jump into this tractor here. Now the fields that we own are as follows. We own, let me do it so you can see all that right. So we own field number 1, which is just to the right of this farmyard, and number 2, which is just next to field number 1. Excuse me. The other two fields that we own are field 19 and 18 in the northwest corner of the map next to the pig farm. Now, a few things have changed in this version of the map from the version in FS15, and I'm not going to go around it all straight away to tell you what every single one is. We'll explore and discover as we go. So yes, this is the New Holland. It's an old school little tractor. I think it's only about 100 brake horse, so it's nothing massive. And we'll basically just take this across to that field number 1 where I have set up a JCB with a seeder on the back to plant some soybeans for us, I think. So apparently we can get quite a decent amount of money for soybeans, so that should be good. So we'll just head up here. It is a fairly big field, but anyway. Now I am using Courseplay, which you'll see in a minute, and I have already set up the course that I'm going to use for this field. So I'll just stop. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just go to the side, because what I'll want to do is have a ride round with you guys. We'll have a chat about Courseplay. So I think we'll be alright parked there, so we'll jump out and we'll spin round. So you start the map, unfortunately, where we have to go out and seed, but that's, I suppose, just part of the game. So to bring up Courseplay, it's either left, well, not left click, but right click on your mouse. It'll bring up this window here, or let me just go into the settings because I don't want to get it wrong. You can left control and delete, and that will bring it up as well. But I don't like that. I'll do it that way. So I do apologize if, you know, I'm looking around or something and I happen to catch that right mouse button. It'll throw things off quite a bit, really. So what I'm going to do is I'll just explain. The field edge path is the field, obviously the edge of the field that's going round. Now Courseplay has, what I'll do is I'll make it so that we can see all of them. Right, and I shall zoom out a little bit. So all these blue lines with the, is it blue? Yeah, blue lines with the yellow dots. That's the actual course that Courseplay has created, or generated, I should say, to seed this field to the best of its ability. Now, I do like Courseplay, but I am still learning a lot about Courseplay. There's still things in here that I don't know. Now, I did set up the 2 headlands. I want a headland first because I think it probably wouldn't turn at the edges of the field because the fence is pretty close and it is collidable. So yeah, we'll take it from here. So we'll go back to there, and I want him to start at this waypoint here. So we'll say drive the course, and then you can just right click again to get your camera movement back again. So I like to sit in it for the first round. Oh no, I don't want them. To turn the ridge markers off, you just put them to deactivated. You just click it here. So again, we'll just swing round. Now, he will miss the bits in the corners, but that's just how it goes, to be honest, and I'm not too fussed about that really. As long as we get majority of the field done properly, I'll be happy. So for this field, I just want to kind of try something. For this field, I'm just going to go straight in and seed the field. I'm not going to bother ploughing it. I'm not too sure if it has been already ploughed. I don't think so, but we'll just take it as it is. And then in the second field, which is a slightly smaller field, I'm going to put down some fertilizer before we seed, just to see if we can kind of boost the yield on it. It will be the same crop, and I know that it's not really much of a comparison, but if you look at, you know, the size of the fields, just get it bigger. The sizes, oh, that will be in the way. You know, they're not too far off being similar size. I should have done it for 19 and 18. Oh well, not to worry. But yes, now that little stop sign that you can see there, that's where the end of the course will be. Excuse me. So yeah, basically that's how I set up Courseplay to do this. Now, as you can see down here, the seeds there are not actually coming out of the seeder, but they're coming out of the money that we earn, which is not really what I want. So I think that's a setting that we've got to adjust on here. There you go, seeds off. So what happens now? Save that. Right, so now he's using that, so that means that when he runs out, we'll just have to nip over to the field, to the farmyard over there and fill him back up. It's not too far away to go, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I am happy now to be back with Farming Simulator, and I do realise that I've taken a long time to come back. And you know, I just want to apologise to you guys about that. There is still a big number of you guys that have stayed with me and has, you know, stayed being loyal subscribers, and I appreciate that, and I cannot thank you enough. But now I have my new desk, so my entire setup is kind of a bit different to what it was before. So now it's a lot easier for me to use my steering wheel, my pedals, and everything else that goes with Farming Simulator. So you can probably expect a few more uploads, and a bit more of a consistent level, I'm hoping. But we'll see how that goes. And guys, I need you guys to obviously get involved as well. Hit the like button, because the only way that we're going to grow the channel is by liking and sharing these videos. And like I said before, I'm not the best at doing these running commentary videos, but I'm going to try my best to keep this series going, because I really do like Blickling Farm. I really enjoyed my Let's Play Time-Lapse series that I did, like I said, on FS15. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the only problems, you know, there are a few problems, but this is a different version, it's a newer version, so I'm hoping these problems have kind of ironed themselves out. One of the problems being Courseplay does not recognize the tipping point at the farm silo. Whether that's changed or not, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to buy any more fields obviously until we've got the money to do so, because I am running this map on the easy mode, but that's just to kind of get myself back into the swing of it. And the other question that I want to ask you guys is, I want to know if there are any maps out there that are based in Southern Africa, as I'm sure quite a few of you may or may not know, but that's originally where I am from. sunny Cape Town, as far south in Africa as you could possibly go. That's where I'm from, so the farms out there are pretty big, you know, and I do know that a lot of the farms focus on wheat. You know, you do get your arable side of things, but a lot of the farming out there is dairy farming, cattle, and things like that. Not necessarily too many sheep, but you do see some sheep about. But I've lived in the UK now for, you know, going over 10 years, so it's been a long time since I have obviously seen like how everything goes on in South Africa when it comes to the farming and everything like that. But I used to know a few people growing up, going to school with, whose mum and dad were actually farmers, you know, who did the arable side of things as well as the animals. But also we knew my family, we knew a few people in the wine industry, so, you know, they were making bottles of red wine and white wine to sell, or should we say to export to different countries all over the world. As you probably know by looking in your supermarkets, you can see your wines from South Africa and all over the world. And I've just thought to myself, I mean, I'm absolutely no good in Giants Editor, and I've tried to have a play around in it, but it's just something that I can't seem to wrap my head around at the moment. So if there's anyone that's out there that, you know, possibly knows somebody that's really good in Giants Editor, you know, I'd love to see a South African based map on Giants Editor, you know, coming out for Giants Farming Simulator. It'd be absolutely fantastic, you know, to kind of play on something kind of close to home, really. So, you know, if you know anybody, please do point me in the right direction, because I would love to, you know, like I said, I'd love to be able to play on that map. So what's he doing right now? So I think he's going to try and turn around and then go straight back up again. So he's doing it in that kind of way, which is okay. I'm just a bit worried what his turning circle is going to be like when he gets to the top. We'll see what happens anyway. We should be okay. So what I'll do is we'll wait until we've done this pass up here and then turn around, and then we'll jump out. And then I would like to go over to, I think I've bought something from the shop, I can't quite remember. So we'll take a trip down there and we'll have a look and see what's happening down there. So I mean, how have you guys been? I mean, it's been that long since I've done something for you guys on YouTube, or even a stream. You know, that's something else that I want to try and get back into, you know, maybe a weekly or, you know, a fortnightly stream, possibly Farming Simulator, whatever, Flight Simulator, whatever it might be. But just for one evening, it won't be long, you know, maybe a couple of hours, 3 hours at the most. But I just want to know what you guys want. Do you prefer these, you know, 20 to 25 minute Let's Play series, or do you prefer the, like I say, the 25-minute commentary version, time-lapse, or would not time-lapse, sorry. See, I'm getting myself all mixed up here. I'm trying to make myself not sound like an idiot. Like I've said before, I'm still new to all these commentary things, that, you know, commentary videos, so I do apologize. You know, do you prefer the commentary, the running commentary Let's Plays, where I play like this, or would you prefer me to carry on with some time-lapse as well, with, you know, music and things like that, but with the subtitles? Or the other thing that I've had an idea about is a time-lapse episodes where I possibly speak to you guys for the first 5 or 6 minutes of the video, just explaining to you guys what's going to be happening within the video, and obviously then we would obviously have no subtitles to go through it, so, you know, it's not like you'd have to watch the video and then break off seeing what I'm doing or what you're watching to read something flying across the bottom of your screen. But what I will do is I will put a vote in the into this video. It should pop up somewhere around now. And if you guys could just give us a vote, like I said, the options will probably end up being something along the lines of, what do you guys want more of? Like Let's Play series where you have running commentary, or time-lapse series with music and subtitles, or a time-lapse series with a 5-minute intro, vocal intro where like I said, where I explain everything to you guys. And if I obviously think of another one, I will put it in there. But that's basically about it for that. So what I'll do is, he looks like he's doing okay, so we'll just get run over. Yeah, that looks okay. You can see, I think, you know, your seed'd be kind of down in here somewhere. But that's just getting all technical now, and I'm not that technical of a farmer. So the duration of this episode, I'm probably going to keep it to about 20 minutes, just to you know, just to keep things short and sweet, just for the first episode or so, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on and what I wanted to share with you guys. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this over here is, let me get my thing up, it will probably be, let's have a look this way. Oh, don't want to do that, let's zoom in. I don't think, right, so I think up here you've got, like I say, you've got your pig farm up here, then you've got your feed store there, so that's obviously like where we would buy stuff for your pigs and things like that. You've got all your tipping points down here, your brewery is there, your spinnery and everything else, and then your BGA, if I'm not mistaken, oh, I can't remember where it is, because I know you got bits down here. You see, these are things that we're gonna have to remember. It's been that long. I think your BGA is up here actually. What's that? That's Whole Garden. Do you know what? Let's visit and see what this is all about. So I always thought there was like a proper BGA. What's that down there? You know, like I said, I thought there was like a proper BGA plant. So okay, never mind then. So I'll just tab back to him. I might as well just stay here with him for while we finish the rest of this episode. I mean, we're already on what, like 18 minutes or so. So yeah, like I said, guys, this is episode 1, hopefully, of a series that I can keep going. But I want you guys to get involved as well. I want you to tell me what you'd like to see. You know, looking at the size of the map and the fields, we could probably go for, like, you know, your larger medium equipment, you can say, to, you know, your fairly large equipment, but not too big, because the edges of the fields and things are quite close up to the hedges and fences, so we need to keep that in mind. That is just something, so yeah. Right, so I think that's pretty much us for this episode, everybody. So I just want to say again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. It is much appreciated. Please don't forget to leave your comments below, you know, for things like mods and everything else. I really would like to hear what you guys want to suggest, but please, let's try keep the mods clean. I don't want links for, well, I don't want links at all really, just put the name of the item really, and I can search for the links myself. That way then I'm not getting sent anything that could potentially upset the operation here, and we could lose our save game and things like that, and we wouldn't want that happening. So that's the one thing that I'd like you guys to do. And the second thing, guys, is please leave a like for the video. The more likes that we get, the better the channel will grow, and the more people that we will all meet along the way. So it's not just for me, it's for you guys as well. It is, after all, a community that I would like to build up slowly, and possibly one day, you know, have something pretty big on the go. I will leave a couple of links in the description for a couple of not TeamSpeak servers. We used to use TeamSpeak, but we've gone away from TeamSpeak, and we are now using Discord. So I'll leave a link to my Discord server, which, please guys, it's free to join. I'm going to try and be on there nearly every evening. I obviously work during the day, so my time during the day is a bit limited, but I'm going to try and put more dedication into, you know, being online on Discord. So the other link rather, will be to SaveGame's Discord server as well, because he's always on it. He's always got a few people on it as well, and you know, I'm sure he would not mind you guys stopping over and saying hi. Now, the other thing that I'd like to possibly do in my Discord is have a channel for promotion. Now, in that promotion, if you're a music producer for like no copyright songs and things like that, you're more than welcome to, you know, promote your channels, promote your new music, things like that. But I will make a text channel for that, where you guys can, you know, post recent uploads and things like that. Also, there will be a room in there for notifications for things like live streams, or, you know, changes to certain schedules. For instance, if I was going to be releasing a Let's Play episode and I happen to release a, let's say, highlights from a live stream instead, then you'll be notified through there as well. Now, SaveGame's Discord's a bit different to the way mine's going to be run. I think his has got a few more people on it, because he uses his a lot more than I do. It's something that I've only recently thought about getting into and using. So yes guys, thank you very much for watching. I think that's going to be us for today, and we shall see you all in episode number 2. So for now, take easy, take care, and we will speak to you in the next episode. Bye.